Yellow, yellow, hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yo,
Yellow, yellow, yellow,
yo,
yellow. I am sick, tired,
come.
angry, and cross. Hello,
Hello,
yellow.
yellow. Dahved Levy.
Bounty killer. Wagwan, big man.
Well, go on.
You,
Bless up, bless up. Good day, good
bounty
day, give
killer,
thanks.
man. Listen, you see that name? You are bounty. That means you're looking for your food. And then when
Yeah,
you see the prey, you're killing.
I'm killing oppression, and depression.
Listen, man, I want to congratulate you on, I grew up with you guys, the Beanies, you and Shaba and Kat, and, you know, I,
Yeah,
sometimes they try to paint a negative picture of us, right? But I'm
yeah.
saying to you, I had Beanie on last week with me. You can make it at that time, so you came on tonight.
Hmm.
You and Beanie showed how mature that you guys have come, right? And you
Okay,
showed that people say, what has the music done for me? Not what I have done for the music. And you guys show that
exactly.
you appreciated being Jamaican. You appreciated being from the Caribbean. You appreciated that you have this art form that you guys have been dealing with so long, and you could have given it to the world in such an
That's
immaculate way.
exactly because I think I look at the art form like it's more than me.
Right.
I never put myself in front of the music. I put the music in front. So anything to suit or help or enhance music,
Hmm.
that's the interest.
Well,
Because music makes me. So long as music going, I will keep going. Music is my escape. It was something in music I found when I was a struggling kid in the ghetto. And it took me from poverty to stardom and to the world.
right.
So I would never do anything to offend or hurt the music. So because Bounty and Beanie has come up decades doing that rivalry thing together, we become like a duo. We move from rivals to idols. So people idolizing this now. So we have to be careful with it.
Now, were you
So it
shocked?
become a sport.
Were you shocked? Right? Were you shocked that you had? I heard when you shouted out Rihanna and all the other people that were watching you. Were you shocked that you got nearly up to a 500,000? And were you shocked that all the other artists from the different genres were there, taking in your art and your craft and your culture and your island and all that stuff? Were you shocked that it happened that way?
I'm not shocked because I never have any expectation. I don't know nothing about verses. I saw it going on, but to tell you the truth, be honest, I never watched one verses before I went on it. I always saw it advertising. I saw a little clipping, but I never sat and said, let's watch this and see what it is about or whatever.
Wow.
So I don't know the numbers. I don't know the impact. The only thing I know, the few days, like the Wednesday before the Saturday, Swiss Beat advertise us. And I saw my following on Instagram went up like 150,000 in a few days. And that has never happened.
So wait a minute. You're saying that your following went up 160,000 on your IG
In a week, in 1 week.
In a week after it was
After it
announced.
advertised that we was going to be on it, yeah.
So then you said, "Hey,
So I have
versus."
an idea that this thing is very interesting and the people is into it.
Right.
But I did not know exactly what number to look for and not to look for. I just know that this is going to be big. The fact that so many people started to follow me, and this is not my regular following that used to follow me.
Right.
It's a new audience, a new platform. Give me that following. So I know, yeah, this is very interesting. So I make sure I'm prepared to make it be family fun friendly instead of the original hardcore over Sting style and up in a boy face. And
Right.
this one has to be different. After 27 years, it should show some growth, some maturity, and why it's still here. So that's why it looks so different now. This is a different Bounty and Beanie.
Wow.
This is not Bounty and Beanie looking for their bread. This is Bounty and Beanie protecting their bread. 1993, I come from a bread. And Beanie going for his bread. He is head for head. Now we got two bread to protect for our families. So that's why we have to protect that legacy.
I want to jump on something quickly before I forget. Right now, when I think of Bounty Killer, you think of all the artists that you have helped, that you have connected, that came through your camp, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is something that you set out to do. Like, hey, I'm going to help this artist. I'm going to help the artist. I'm going to bring them in my camp. I'm going to expose them, even if they go on their own and make a lot of money and still don't put back into the pot. I'm still going to support them. I'm still going to do it. How did that happen?
I never set out to do exactly like helping artists, but I set out to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And then artists became a part of the helping that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But from I came out, I sang about down in the ghetto with the poor and have a thing. And it wasn't just a lyric, it was a lifestyle. It was something that I live.
Mm-hmm.
The politician is the gun, them I bring the crack and coke and I support the killing. All these things was things that I grew up and saw. So my intention was, as a poor man, when you come out, you have to do something back for poor people.
Right.
Because you are one of the poor and you being oppressed as a poor, you should try to help the poor if you got through the door. And the fact, no, when I got the break, it was Boom Dynamite who encouraged me to come to studio and took me to the studio and show me the ropes, how it goes, and then I got in luckily before him, who was there before me.
Wow.
So I felt like I owe it to Boom Dynamite, and then there was Nitty Kochi also, there was Angel Doulas.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a group of us who used to hang out as suffering boys trying to make it. So when I got in, I got another group out there who need to get in as well.
Wow.
And then they was not getting the attention from the producers because they already got my success. So it's like they don't need another. Because back in the days, producer like they need only one artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's like from a Penthouse have a Buju, them don't need nobody else. From Jammys have a Bounty, them don't need nobody else. From Shocking Vibes have a Beenie, them don't need nobody else.
From
You know,
Bobby
it's only
Digital
one
have a thing.
artist. Yeah, Shabba in don't need nobody else. Yep,
Right.
That's how it used to go. I was the one who came in now and trying to bring in a group. And nobody never knows a group could have bust.
Okay, so Bounty, hold on for a second. I got to take a break, right? Don't move a
Go
muscle.
ahead.
We have the
All
great,
right.
the infamous, the one and only Yellow. Bounty Killer, Caribbean Fever,
Salute.
107.5 WBLS. Salute.
107.5 WBLS.
Hey, Bounty,
You.
listen to this. Listen to this, right? Listen to this. Hold on. Listen to this, Bounty. Listen to this. Let me see. Let me get it first for you. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, sorry. My bad. Here we go.
Yep, good to go, Elephant Man. Like the KFC chicken, you heat and it fall down in your gut. Up to the time, you know it's Dahved Levy.
New York, we have been kicking the one Dahved Levy.
None of mercy, and we're gonna keep on whop them. This is the big bad bounty killer.
Endorsing it is Vybz Kartel, and I told him it's live, it's the best, it's
Dahved Levy rocking you.
Mojo and dancing nothing tense.
You hear that?
Oh, what a big super dub. The super dub plate.
Listen, I got all you guys to come together and do that drop for me. And then I was telling you, they said, I got a drop with you, Buju, Vybz Kartel. You said, you're crazy. But you heard it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man. So let's get
Yeah, I
back
heard
to it
it.
now. So you've had a lot of people in your camp. I got to ask you this. Is there one person that came into the camp that you didn't think that would aspire to or get big and really blow up big? And then there's another person who came into the camp that was banging back then and then sizzled out.
No, I never really look at no one more than anyone.
Okay.
Because some people, they might have it and they need motivation. And some people might just have that spark. You know, some people just have that star flare.
Mm-hmm.
You look at them and you can see that this person is a star. And then some people, you have to motivate them, to encourage them to find themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they come in different forms. So I never really look at them like, you look like you have more. I just look at them like they need support, and I put everybody on the platform. It's up to you to show what you have to offer. But I never really present none more than none. You never hear me sound more excited about no artist than none.
Right.
I just sound like, yeah, this is someone that I'm putting out, and I'm trying to give them a platform, and I'm encouraging them, and I believe that they can do it. Give them a chance.
Now, when you first met Vybz Kartel, do you remember that moment you met Vybz Kartel, and why did you bring him into the camp at that time?
Well, it's someone I knew encouraged me to take up Vybz Kartel. It never Kartel came to me. It was Ron Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy that someone that knows me. Get a link and tell me that he has this young artist. Just because he saw me bring in young artists, Scare Them Crew, he thought that I'm a good mentor and he think Kartel has that talent.
Man, so many I even forgot about Scare Them Crew, where Elephant Man came from.
Yeah, so that's the first crew that we came up with. As I was telling you, nobody believed that they need more than one artist.
Right.
It was me, the first one who bring a group of artists. Nobody never think you could have Bounty Killer, Vybz Kartel, Mavard, The Busy Signal, Bling Dog, Wayne Marshall, all these hot artists at once. Everybody used to have one artist. Is when I bring out the Scare Them Crew. And then a whole crew of hot artists start apart in one camp. People realize that, okay, a group of hot artists can work like a football team or a basketball team. You don't have to have just one artist.
Right.
So from there, I start to bring artists. So people start to think that Bounty is a mentor. So that's why someone introduced Vybz Kartel to me, and they gave me a cassette. It was the days of cassette. Yeah, I never even met Kartel in person. So I told the person to bring me a cassette first.
Wow.
So it's after I listen to the cassette and then I hear the lyrical potent in him. His vocal never really ready at the moment, but the lyrics was up there, the metaphors and the rhymes and the wordplays as normal. Same thing you hear from him today.
Right.
He had that long ago. So I know that he was an artist with potential, but he's going to need some grooming. And that's not hard. The greatest thing is to make songs. I can't teach you how to make a song. So if you have the wordplay and the poetry of making songs, it's easy to show you how to ride the rhythm and how to do the vocal part. So he has the greatest part. Yeah, he has the main part of the art, which was writing skill, which was genius. So I told them, bring him in and then meet him in person now. And then I started telling him the vocal, he has to learn how to DJ from down the diaphragm or from the belly. Put on the deep tone. You don't have to have a big voice, but you can DJ in a deep tone. The deepest your vocal can give you. So we started to teach him about vocal now, and he started learning, and then I started to take him to some little station and had a little producers, because he become a person around me. Then now, Computer Paul was the first person who recorded Kartel. That was before I took him up.
Wow.
So he recorded the song named If a Kartel did rule the world, get up people would have never pour no more. But the song has so much lyrics and it was so strong that they felt like, no, Kartel could not deliver that message. So they decided I should record the song. That's how Kartel ended up start writing songs for me, because they gave me one of his songs to sing. And they felt like me and the poor people, governor, these lyrics, it is me for sing this. Get up people who that's the pop in our life and live big regular, more cellular, more careful put them in a we juggler, who have them license for sell them in decker. Poor people who have better, heavy coke and crack house me who that get reader. Downtown wouldn't have the Chinese man pure nigga. Every man would have money if he buy me. Yo, the lyrics strong. So they said like Kartel could not deliver that lyrics at the time. So I end up recording the lyrics. Then the next one on it was Gal Clone. Oh, if you don't Gal Clone me, now do that.
Wow.
He was supposed to record that song, but because his vocal was not so up there, I end up doing a combination with him because I want to get him out. So I forced to record the song with him instead of sing it alone now. So Black Power and Gal Clone was the two bad songs on the cassette at the time. So me and him do Gal Clone and I do Black Power. So his real first recording was Gal Clone for Jazzwad after Computer Paul.
Wow. So Bunks, when you brought these artists in with you, did you sign a contract with them? Did you have
No. I've never signed any artist and I never make any agreement about I'm gonna do this for you for this or for that. No.
Wow.
I made an agreement. I'm gonna help you.
Well, you're really
I'm just for helping you.
You're truly the poor people's governor, you know? You're truly.
Yeah, that's what I told you. That's what I said. I was gonna help people, and this is how I help people. If a carpenter come and say, "I want a hammer," may I help him? If a mason come and want a shovel, I'm helping him. If a dressmaker want a machine, may I help her. If a school youth want a lunch money, may I help him. If a old folks want food money, may I help them. That's just me. Artists want bus, may I help them. I'm just a help.
So you did all of this without expecting anything back.
Yeah, all right. I've never made $1 million off an artist. I've gotten $1 million. I got millions of dollars from artists who have helped, but I've never made it. They gave me.
Right. Wow.
Whatever I got from artists is they decided they're gonna give me.
Wow.
But nothing was taken in the mind.
You know, there's a big thing in hip hop when it talks about artists who write their lyrics. It's not that prominent in the dance hall or reggae world about who writes the lyrics. But what do you feel? What do you think about that? Do you think it takes away from the artists if they don't write a lot of their lyrics? Do you care about that? Once you can deliver a great song, does it matter to you who writes the lyrics if you write them or don't?
No, it doesn't take away from an artist. But the artist that wrote all of his songs is more. You would have to give him more credit. But an artist who deliver a song, that's what makes it a song. Mm-hmm. Some people did just like Kartel wrote Black Power, if a Kartel ruled the world, and he couldn't even deliver it.
Right.
The delivery meant more than just the writing. Because sometimes a delivery make a song more than it even is. I can give Busta rhyme, yo, and it is. Because the way how Busta delivers.
Right.
He never said shit in that. Sorry, excuse my language.
Go ahead.
He never said much in that song. He said, yo. But just the spirit and the vibes that he brought,
right,
it become something of worthy meaning. So the delivery has a lot to do with the song.
Okay, ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
Not just who wrote it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only Bounty Killer here on the phone with us, straight from VERZUZ. I'm doing an excellent job with Beenie Man. Listen, Bounty Killer in the house, and if you did not know, this man has given a lot of himself to dancehall and reggae music, and really has not looked for anything back from it. What? Don't ask what Caribbean music and reggae can do for you, but what can you do for upkeeping the art of dancehall and reggae music? And this man that's on the phone with me right now has proven over and over and over again, from one artist up to Kartel, that he has been able to do it. You know, there's another argument out there, Bounty, of who would be the best lyricist in dancehall. Would you answer that question, or you would say, hey, I'm keeping away from that?
I can't tell. I would have to leave that to the fans.
You leave it to the fans.
I'm not the one. I'm an artist too, so I might sound biased. You understand? These people who buy music and cheer for music should decide that.
Okay, so what's next? There's kind of a different environment in the music now in Jamaica. Before, you can go and hop on Bobby Digital's rhythm, you can go to King Jammies, you can go to Penthouse, you can go to Steely and Clevie. Now that has seemed to be eroded. Where does Bounty Killer go now to do his music and jump on rhythms, or is it a little different ballgame than how it was back in the day?
Well, I'm in a different position now. I don't really go to anywhere special. I have my own studio where we do our recording, but like any one of those places are open to me. Mm-hmm. I still go record with Jammies. Mm-hmm. I just did like 2 songs for Baby G, that's one of Jammies' son.
Right.
And I went to Jammies and I did the recording same way. And if I was recorded Black Scorpion, I would go there too. Mm-hmm. If I would recorded Penthouse, I'll go there too. I recorded with Butcher recently and I went there and I did recording. So what about, I'm open to record anywhere, but I don't really have a special camp.
What about the younger artists? What about the younger artists? These young guys, you know, that walk with their laptop and that's their and that's their studio. What about those guys?
Well, that's where technology takes them now. They device and laptops and all them things, but I don't do that. I want the real physical studio. That virtual thing, I can't deal with it. Mm-hmm. I want to feel music. So I can't deal with them little laptop type of studio. No. I want the real feel of a music studio. Mm-hmm. From back in the days when I was a boy suffering and seeing these places and looking at the equipment. Yes, it does something to my head.
Uh-huh. I remember the last time I interviewed you, we were talking about you being raised in the ghetto, and you being shot at one point in time. And when you got
Yeah.
shot, it made you try to turn your life around.
Yeah, that's what turned my life around.
Right.
That's why I sang about copper shot. Remember me telling you just that it was a situation where I got shot.
Right. Right. So
So-
where does where does Bounty go from here now? Where does Bounty Killer go from here in the genre of dance hall and reggae music, with Jamaica in the background, with the new technology on the Facebooks and the Twitters and the Instagrams and all the stuff? Where does Bounty Killer fit in right now?
At the top. Yeah, but that's why we lead in the charge of this music.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nobody before us. Unless you're gonna say Buja and Ninja Man and Shabba Rankin, but no one from after that generation.
Mm-hmm.
The 90s charge, it's Bounty and Beenie.
Right.
We lead in this charge, and up to 2000, we have no new leader to take it from Bounty and Beenie.
Mm-hmm.
Bavada and Cartel has come a long way, but they can't replace Bounty and Beenie, because the works that we put in, they haven't even started that journey, because it's a whole international level.
Okay.
So they are the younger generation. We are looking to come take this spot, but not for now. I
So-
think in the next 10 years, they have to work harder.
Any new songs on the horizon? New albums on the horizon? New collabos on the
Whole
horizon?
heap of new songs been coming out. Yeah. I got like a few new songs came out. I have one with Conscience called
Yes.
Girl Weather,
I have that.
and one with Meister Dan called Pioneer, and another one with RDX called Wobia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on an album for Ghetto Youths. Junior Gang will be producing this one.
Okay. Now, do you feel now? Back in the day, it was very difficult to get a guy to do a house music record, to get a guy to do a soca record, to get a guy work with a hip hop guy and this, because everybody talked about watering down the music. But you were out there. What's that white group that you?
No. Back in the days when we just came out in the 90s, our music needed help. Dancehall wasn't that commercial or known across the world in every nation.
Right.
Not even in New York it was that powerful. It was the Shabba Rankin and Super Cat and like Buju and Heavy D and Louis Rankin. A few people on the forefront trying to push it on the cross
Right.
road. So when we came, we know that we were underground music and we want to go mainstream. So we did have to get some support from our cousin, which is hip hop.
Right.
That was created by Kool Herc. So when I grew up and learned about hip hop and learned that Kool Herc was the founder of hip hop, I never see it like watering down. I see it like merging.
Ah.
That's why when I reached New York, I started to collaborate with all who I could. So that's why I was always open to do collaboration, especially with hip hop artists, because I think it was the cousin of my music.
Well, you don't think it
And
is?
the culture was similar.
It
And we
is,
can
and-
relate, yeah.
It is, and the majority of hip hop artists have Caribbean roots in them. Some were born in the Caribbean. So
Long before I even knew all of that, I just knew that this music was created by a Jamaican in the Bronx named
Right.
Kool Herc. So it's our music too.
right, go on with your big
So
bus.
I never see it as no difference. It was just a different dimension. Just like how we have dancehall and reggae and we have ska and we have rocksteady. It's different era of the music,
So
but it's all one black music.
very good. So listen, Bounty, did you plan when you realized that you're going to do verses? Did you go and say, well, boy, I'm gonna cut a dub, I'm gonna cut a special record? And before we get to that, why
Yeah.
did you walk away when you heard the police were there?
Because I was upset. That was absurd.
Oh, you were
I was
upset.
mad.
Okay.
If I said anything, I think the verses would have really done. Because those police was out of their way. They're not supposed to walk on the set. They should speak to the representative that they saw in the room.
Right.
You don't barge on the set like you want to talk to Bounty and Beenie when the managers are there. Like you want to know what's going on and if you have proper documents. Yeah, police to police work, but walk on the set. Like you come to talk to Bounty and Beenie when you know we're doing live broadcasts across the world. That's disrespect.
So you think that they knew and they disrespected the situation?
I don't know what they don't know, but them know, so we are go live.
Right.
Everybody know that, and they must ask somebody, because if they didn't, that double disrespect. Because you walk into a place, you saw a crowd of people, and you saw Bounty and Beenie and singer, you see camera. You don't have the understanding what's going on.
Right.
If you don't have an understanding, you don't see enough people for hacks. Why you go obstruct what Bounty and Beenie do to find out? You want to be seen. You want to go on camera. You want to be that guy. That's not the evidence that Beenie deal with it. If I deal with it, I would have deal with it the warlord. That's what they wanted.
Some people feel, well, boy, Bounty Killer's in so much trouble already with the police, he had to run away.
Well, they could think whatever they want. I just don't want to do what I did.
You didn't want no
was
problem.
going to do. What I was going to do, I just glad I never do that.
You're glad you never do that.
Yeah, because it wouldn't end nice.
Let me ask you this. Did you, so you know that the Clash is coming, did you go and voice anything or prepare anything? Because the last song,
I put the dub.
Yeah, you put the dub. So and then Beenie came and sang back on the dub. Were you surprised when he sang back on the dub?
Yeah, that wasn't a part of anything. I don't know. The first thing, that's my slot. You're not supposed to sing in my slot, but Beenie is just Beenie. I was playing my dub. It's my time to play. I play my dub. My rhythm come in. It's my time.
But I thought
Beenie just jump in on it, because Beenie realized, oh, this is messing me up.
Right.
So Beenie trying to catch back. He's doing the business that it's my time. He's jumping at my time right now. I'm not lose. Beenie don't play lose. We never real first thing. I never plan to sing on the rhythm either. It's a dub.
Right. But I heard that you guys were not supposed to cut dubs.
No, nobody. There was no restriction. You could have cut dub if you want.
If you want. Okay.
Yeah, nobody never say cut the bar or not. But Beenie does never cut the dub. Because Beenie think a version to I play a song. But my dub is my song. Right. It's me singing. It's not a butcher. It's not a cartel. It's a Bounty same way. It's just a dub.
But listen, I see you dance house music dance, man, and all kinds of things.
Yeah, the rhythm bring that fright, that frenzy.
Oh, man. So Bounty, man, listen, I thank you very much for coming on with me. We've had a long-lasting
You're
relationship.
welcome every time. You know that.
And
we're family, man.
I just want to get the people to hear Beanie's side of the thing, talk to you a bit, and let you know, man, we really respect what you've done. I respect a lot where you've grown, how you've grown, and with all the problems and trials and tribulations that you went through with Beenie Man, you're able to listen. I know. Right, all the trials and tribulations, because I've interviewed you, and then I remember when Beenie Man has to go something, and you say he couldn't go. You guys went through a lot of stuff. It was serious, and the fact that you guys can get on a stage, have fun with each other, keep it professional, keep it interesting, keep it exciting, and then you guys brought the respect to Jamaica.
Music did that, you know.
Yes,
I think music did that, because if there was a music between us, then it would be easy, like, to just say, bug it and do whatever.
Right.
But every time we look at the music and what the music meant to us and what it did for us and what it doing same way and what it's gonna do,
right,
you're not gonna mess up that. As long as there's music between Bounty and Beenie, we're gonna keep it sane.
Very good.
Because music has done so much for us.
Caribbean Fever 107.5 WBLS rocking you. Yeah, here we go. Hold on, Bounty.
Never stop until gunshot reaching. Missing. And all type of thing the sky preaching. Couple shot reaching. And in there is nobody in this world to accept him. So me have to kill him. And then turn down. Gunshot about underneath boys' case. So me sing set. Oh, wonder if one day that's some idiot.
Okay, hold it. What do you say, Bounty? What do you say to people who say, well, you know what, these gun lyrics and these bad boy lyrics, the lyrical content, something could be bad for the younger kids. How do you respond to that?
Well, it only can be bad when they don't do the good thing for the kids. When you're all right. So what about all these horror movies and these violent movies? These drugs cartel movies and all these killing movies. Oh, they don't say it can be bad for the kids. And seeing is more believing than listening. Hearing is convincing. When you see something, it actually looks more real than hearing it. Nobody said gun shows is anything damaging to kids, so nobody should say music is. And the fact is, no, when you are a sane, intelligent person, you know the difference between art and life. Only an illiterate person gonna hear a song and think it's telling them to go do something. So it can be bad for the kids who are uneducated, yes, and who responsible for kids who are not educated, not entertainers.
You know, it's amazing you say that, because the last time I interviewed Vybz Kartel, he said that the where he lived in Norbrook at the time, nobody up there was going gully and Gaza and all this stuff. But in the hood,
all right, yeah, because there are smart kids who go to school and know that Gully and Gaza is the musical thing, and this don't come home with us.
Right.
Only the youths in the ghetto who don't fully understand life and don't have knowledge enough to differentiate art and life.
But how would you respond?
That's society's problem. Everybody should be fully educated on, you're going to have a normal society where everybody up according to laws when some don't understand what law means.
You got a point.
And then you cannot blame us for people who cannot understand what I'm saying. I'm not the one who have people growing up without understanding. So it's really society's problem. Because the ones who went to school and college, they have knowledge to know that you don't follow what music say, you listen and get entertained, and you go to school and you follow the rules.
Bounty, hold on here. Let me be devil's advocate. What about those people say, well, you are the poor people governor? They're listening to you.
Yeah, I'm the poor people governor, but it don't mean I only sing for poor people. I never come here to sing for poor people only. If I sing for poor people only, who's going to buy the record for me to feed poor people?
You have a point.
That's why I be poor people governor. I help to educate people to understand themselves and understand life. Wow. So the same gun song that I sing is the same one that bring the food and aid the school and aid the hospital. And teach the ones who don't understand to try and understand the difference.
Whoa! Caribbean Fever 107.5 WBLS Bounty.
Kaboom! You.
Kaboom! Listen. I'll be remiss if I don't ask you about this. Now, we've got, when you look at the TV all over the world, there's marches going on. You saw how the guy had his knee in Floyd's neck.
You never saw me. You never saw me in the protests in Jamaica.
Well, so I'm going to talk to you about. So, what are your thoughts? And as the poor people governor, what are the poor people in Jamaica and throughout the Caribbean that you might have communicated with? What are they saying about the images that they're seeing?
We're saying the same thing. Too much for too long. Mm-hmm. We stand with our black brothers and sisters across the world. And you see just happened in Georgia again.
Yep.
They shot a running man.
Because they're saying that he had a taser.
Taser? You gave him the taser. You had the taser. You're the police. Nobody shouldn't disarm you. You're a idiot cop if you make people take what they gave you to go out here to defend yourself. And he was running away, and a taser can't kill anybody. A taser is a life-threatening weapon. Yeah. And he has a taser too. He has a taser too.
Right.
He had one, and the guy had one. So why it never be a taser for taser? He dashed away his taser and shot the guy.
Right.
He went for deadly force. And that guy was not in any way in a threat to his life. So it is just the part that they had. Mm-hmm. That injustice, brutality thing.
So did you march?
We don't face that racism here, but we face colorism and classism and police brutality. So we can relate to what's going on in America.
So do you think what's going on in America can help what's going on in the Caribbean, what's going on in Jamaica with police officers?
Yes, it can raise awareness of police brutality. Because they do it to white folks. The only true it barely happens to our white folks. Mm-hmm. So they do it to everybody. But the black folks, they do it to all the time. And too much for too long. And black people help build America.
Mm-hmm. Before we go, and some Caribbean people help build America too, right?
Black people on a whole.
Yes.
Hispanic and black people.
I've got my final...
They're the one who build America.
I've got my final question for you, Bounty Killer. What is going on with your visa?
I don't know. Embassy never tell me nothing. All right, 10 years ago, I realized that my visa was canceled in the newspaper. I never even get a careless email from them. Mm-hmm. American Embassy is a big crap. They don't respect nobody. They tell us, okay, this is not a right, it's a privilege. So I don't even care about no visa, man. If they give me, but I'm not bowing, I'm not doing nothing extraordinary.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because a visa is a piece of work document for me. That's not a life for me. I got a life anywhere in the world. This is bounty killer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no special place to survive. I just got a lot of fans in America and a lot of Jamaican and Caribbean people who wants to see me. That's why I'm interested in America. If Caribbean people and Jamaican people move to other country, I don't care about no America. So I'm not going to go to the way. I'm not going to be nothing, and I'm not going to change anything to get no visa.
Right.
That's why 10 years now I don't have one.
If it's brought to you by some good solidarity means you will take it, but you're not gonna lessen your standard to go out there and beg and cry.
The only thing I'm doing to get a visa is full up a farm, but I'm not gonna perform or reform. That's not a right.
Here's something else, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard from the infamous, the one and only, the main man himself, Bounty Killer. Anything you would love our audience to know, we are on the big 107.5 WBS, as you've been here with me before many times. And
I just want to tell the people that it's mad love, and I respect all the support I've get across the world saying I'm not traveling, and I'm standing strong, I'm not dead, I'm not done, and I'm going to bang them 2021. I have no problem.
And you don't know nothing you could have done why they're taking away your visa privileges, like Bounty Killer did this or Bounty Killer did that.
No, I've never done anything. I got into some problem with the law into 2009 and 10 when they talk about me. I'm a young girl and all them things, some domestic problems, and I was acquitted. I was not convicted and no charge.
Right.
I only have one herb charge in America from 98, and I used to travel after that charge from 98 to 2010. How long that were? That's like 12 years.
Oh, you're a good mathematician.
Yeah, that's 12 years. I had a charge from 98, and I was traveling from 98 to 2010 when the visa canceled. They turned around and telling me that caused me not to travel.
Right.
When that can be. Hence, I couldn't travel for 12 years with the same charge.
Right.
And then marijuana start legalized in America now.
And decriminalize. And decriminalize.
So I know they're just giving to them crap. So I just leave that alone. Because I'm not messing up my head for no visa. So I don't want to think about the crap that they're telling me because it's crap.
Okay. But Bounty Killer, you have remained the same Bounty Killer. You have not changed. You have not moved an inch, but you are maturing. And I wish you, and you continue to do great for the poor people and the people of Jamaica. And I wish you continued success. And I hope that you can continue to bring the youth in, because you are important. You are important not only to dancehall, not only to reggae, not only to Jamaica, not only to the Caribbean, but you are important to music as a whole.
No, wait till you hear me soca collaboration. Me not tell you which artist. Wait till you hear me soca collaboration. That's one that we need a cause of music.
So listen.
Nobody can tell me, say, oh, dancehall ought do soca. Yeah, I that. Let me not do hip hop, me not do pop. So how me not do soca?
So listen.
Or bar blow or pop come from.
That's what we're going to do. Then you have your soca collabo done. You're going to come here and you're going to premiere it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Should be in the US by then.
Okay.
Because I make you know, I know you're soca done.
People dead. Okay, Bounty Killer, thank you very much for rocking with us, man. We talk to you later. Easy.
All right, brother.
Okay, let me go.